Hey nerds, it's Sunday, August 11th, the 33rd week of 2024, and I'm running down what's coming up this week, starting now. Welcome back to the Nerd Social. I'm Nathan. So, this is a new weekly feature we're trying out. We used to post a list of things that are coming out every week. We decided to start with a slow week like this week. Let's get started. Today, Sunday, we have Orphan Black Echoes. The 8th episode of the season is out today. If you're unfamiliar with the show, this is a follow-up series to the very popular and highly acclaimed series Orphan Black. This one stars Kristen Ritter from the Jessica Jones. The logline for this show is it follows a group of women as they weave their way into each other's lives and embark on a thrilling journey unraveling the mystery of their identity. We actually have screeners for this, but haven't really had the time to review this weekly. So if you're a fan of Orphan Black, you should probably check it out. Also coming out today is the 4th episode of Snowpiercer, season 4. I'm not going to go into the logline for this one, but it's basically a series based upon the Bongke Moon movie of the same name. The show mostly stars the V Diggs, but Jennifer Connelly and Sean Bean also have great parts in this. We also have screeners for this as well, but haven't had time to cover it. Let us know down below if you want us to cover either one of these shows. All right, on Monday, Solar Opposites season 5 will debut. I have screeners for this entire show as well. I am personally working through them. If I get through them, we'll post a review of the entire season this week. Also on Monday, we have Futurama episode 3 of season 9. I'm not going to explain Futurama this far into the run, but we also have screeners for this show as well. I just haven't had a chance to post any reviews of this. Again, like before, if you want us to review the show, let us know down below in the comments. On Wednesday, there are quite a few shows. So The Ark, which is a sci-fi show, is the 5th episode of season 2 is debuting. If you're unfamiliar with this show, it follows the remaining crew of a spacecraft known as Ark 1, who must become the best versions of themselves to stay on course and survive after experiencing a catastrophic event that caused massive destruction and loss of life. So yeah, that's a, like I said, sci-fi show. Also, there's quite a few Apple Plus shows. We have screeners for all the Apple Plus shows as well. If you're interested in any Apple Plus show, please let us know and we can actually review them. I actually started to watch this show, Sunny. This stars Rashida Jones. Sunny follows Susie, an American woman living in Japan, and Sunny, a domestic robot made by her husband's company, as they uncover the dark truth of what really happened to Susie's husband and son, who disappeared in a mysterious plane crash. This starts very good. I just didn't have a chance to see the rest of the episodes, even though I got screeners a month ago because of my main job, which you may know is running a nonprofit. Link down below if you want to help us out on our summer fundraiser, by the way. But yeah, we can cover this, but this one is nearing the end. The next Apple TV Plus show is Bandits, and this week episode 7 of this series drops. This is a family fare kids show. The spoiler-free logline for this one is embark on a comedic high-stakes journey through time and space with a ragtag group of thieves and their newest recruit, an 11-year-old history nerd. Together they set out on a thrilling quest to save the boys' parents and the world. So this sort of looks like a Goonies sort of thing. Lisa Kudrow is in pretty much all the episodes, and also Taika Waititi also shows up in a couple episodes as well. Also on Wednesday, Women in Blue, and this is episode 4 of the first season. This is a Spanish language show on Apple TV set in 1970 and inspired by true events. Women in Blue tells the story of 4 women who defy the ultra-conservative norms of the time and join Mexico's first female police force, only to discover that their squad is a publicity stunt to distract the media from a brutal serial killer. As the body count grows, Maria, whose determination to catch the killer becomes an obsession, Gabina, whose father is a renowned cop, Angelis, a brilliant fingerprint analyst, and Valentina, a young rebel, set up a secret investigation to achieve what no male officer has been able to do and bring the serial killer to justice. So, sounds interesting. Haven't got a chance to watch any of the episodes yet. All right, finally on Wednesday, the new show is debuting called Bad Monkey, which stars Vince Vaughn, and is dropping episodes 1 and 2 of the show. Bad Monkey tells the story of Andrew Yancey, who has been bounced from the Miami Police Department and is now a health inspector in the Keys. But after stumbling upon a case that begins with a human arm fished up by tourists, he realizes that if he can prove murder, he'll be back in. He just needs to get past a trove of Floridian oddballs and one bad monkey. It could be fun. Haven't seen this one either. All right, on Thursday, we have the episode 13 of the final season of Evil. This is one show that I wish I could cover. I actually have screeners for this. I actually saw this episode episode already. I can't even really talk about what I feel about it because the embargo for this show is the same day. But yeah, I can say generally this is one of my favorite shows, and I really wish I had the time to cover it. Maybe I'll do a recap of the season when it's done. I think the last episode is next week. Also coming out on Thursday is a re-release in 3D of Coraline in theaters, and there is a Amazon Prime movie called Jackpot. Spoiler-free logline for this one is, in the near future, a grand lottery has been newly established in California. The catch: kill the winner before sundown to legally claim their multi-billion-dollar jackpot. This stars John Cena and Aquafina. After we can get screeners for this, we'll post a review of this later in the week. All right, Friday, we have another Apple TV Plus show called Lady in the Lake. This is the 6th episode dropping. The show stars Natalie Portman and Moses Ingram from the Obi-Wan show. So the spoiler-free logline for this show is, when the disappearance of a young girl grips the city of Baltimore on Thanksgiving in 1966, the lives of two women converge on a fatal collision course. Maddie Schwartz, Natalie Portman, is a Jewish housewife seeking to shed a secret past and reinvent herself as an investigative journalist, and Cleo Johnson, Moses Ingram, is a mother navigating the political underbelly of Black Baltimore while struggling to provide for her family. Their desperate lives seem parallel at first, but when Maddie becomes fixated on Chloe's mystifying death, a chasm opens that puts everyone around them in danger. Lady in the Lake emerges as a feverish noir thriller tale of the price women pay for their dreams. All right, so also coming out on Friday is Alien Romulus. Spoiler-free logline for this one is, while scavenging the deep end of a derelict spaceship, a group of young space colonizers come face to face with the most terrifying life form in the universe. So I am going to actually go and see this at a press screening tomorrow with my wife. The review embargo for this is the 14th on Wednesday, so I will post a review of this film on Wednesday. And then on Friday, John and I are going to do a spoiler discussion about the film because he's going to see it later in the week. All right, also on Friday, Netflix is dropping a movie called The Union. It's a Mark Wahlberg, Halle Berry vehicle. Spoiler-free logline for this one is, Mike, a down-to-earth construction worker, is thrust into the world of super spies and secret agents when his high school sweetheart, Roxanne, recruits him on a high-stakes U.S. intelligence mission. Don't have very high hopes for this one, but if we get screeners for it, we'll drop a review for it. This also stars J.K. Simmons and Mike Coulter from Evil, and also Luke Cage, so maybe, we'll see. All right, so also in theaters is, they're going to do a limited release. Netflix is going to do a limited release of The Deliverance. Spoiler logline for this one is, a family living in a home in Indiana discovers strange demonic occurrences that convince them and the community that the house is a portal to hell. This is a Lee Daniels movie, and it stars Audrey Day, Glenn Close, Monique, and Omar Epps. Definitely, if we get screeners for this, we will drop a review for this. I doubt we'll get screeners before Friday, but hopefully we'll get screeners before it hits Netflix on the 30th. So in more limited release as well, we have Close to You. Academy Award nominee Elliot Page stars as a trans man who returns to his hometown for the first time in years. And Bell Academy was a little bit a letdown last week, but it wasn't because of Elliot Page or any of the actors in the show. It was more of a writing issue. This is like an interesting film. All right, King Tide. So logline for this one is, after the mayor of an idyllic island village discovers a child with mysterious powers awash on their shore, the once peaceful community devolves into civil war, torn over the belief that the child is the next savior. The trailer for this actually looks pretty good. This is a mystery thriller, so I'm probably going to try to check this out if I can't. This is actually going to be in theaters and also VOD, video on demand, on Friday. Mountains is a very limited release film. It's going to be released on Friday in Miami, and then on the 23rd in New York, and you just have to check your local listings to see if it's in your area after that. The logline for this one is, a Haitian demolition worker is faced with the realities of redevelopment as he is tasked with dismantling his rapidly gentrifying neighborhood. This is actually set in Miami, so I guess that's why they're doing the premiere in Miami. This debuted at several festivals last year. Red Island also debuting on Friday in limited release. The logline for this one is, Thomas lives in a military base on a colony in Madagascar with his parents and friends. He gradually becomes aware of territorial and sexual politics while finding an outlet for his imagination in the exploits of crime-busting Fantomet. Fantomet is a French superhero from the 60s, and this is a French language film. Rob Peace, based on a true story, a brilliant young man puts his bright future at risk to help his father. This is directed by Chiwetel Ejiofor. I actually saw this earlier this year at Sundance. It's okay. Mary J. Blige is also in this film, so it's a good watch. I don't regret watching it, but I wish it was structured a little bit differently, but it's a good directorial debut for a GF4. And finally, Skincare. It's a Elizabeth Banks thriller. The logline for this one is famed anesthetician Hope Goldman's skincare business faces sabotage when rival Angela Vigara opens a boutique across the street. Aided by friend Jordan, Hope seeks to uncover who's trying to ruin her reputation. All right, so that's it for this week. If you want us to cover any of the things that I mentioned that we aren't covering already, comment down below. If we get enough requests, we will definitely try to put it into our production schedule. If you found this video useful, please like and share, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss the next update in any of our analysis and reviews or news coverage. See you in the next one. All right, guys. Bye.